Hi, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you've been here a while, welcome back. So I have been wanting to be more active on YouTube. The problem is I never know what to post. Like, I know what I love, but I know not everybody likes what I like. So I want you to tell me what you want to see. Do you want to see more about nutrition? Do you want recipe videos? Do you want more like time saving or organizational hacks? Do you want fitness related content, like maybe specific moves to target specific body parts? I mean, obviously, we can't spot reduce, which would be nice, but it's not possible. However, there are moves that are targeted to specific areas of the body. For example, the program I just recently finished, she's like, on leg days, she would have us do these moves on the floor while laying on our side. And I'm like, okay, I don't feel it in my legs. I feel it in my butt. And then as soon as I would think that, she's like, you should feel it in the side of your butt. So I'm like, okay, so then it is. I feel it where I'm supposed to. But that's just one example. I know me personally, I love all things slow cooker or crock pot recipes. Love them this time of the year. And you can make almost anything. Like, I found a recipe for taco soup in there. I found a recipe for pizza soup. I was like, what? That's a thing? So I started compiling a list of my favorites. If you have any specific recipes you'd like to see in a like slow cooker form, drop them in the comments and I will see what I can do. Can't promise that I'm gonna have a recipe for that, but if I don't, I'll either figure one out or look one up and then we can make it together. I also have, as far as organizational content goes, I have 2 planners. Now this is huge. If you know me, you know I used to carry around like at least 5 planners at a time, and they were thick planners. Plus, one of the things that I really like about my new system, I use my bullet journal for like weekly, monthly, and even daily stuff. But this is the first planner I ever bought. And no, this is not sponsored, but this is the first planner I ever bought that I truly felt like I could use from cover to cover, because it's only 4 months. But what you can accomplish in 4 months is so much more than what you can accomplish in a year typically, or not more than you can accomplish in a year, but more than most people do accomplish in a year. And I feel like if you've ever read the book 12-Week Year, which I have over here somewhere, and I'm about to get into it again, but if you've ever read that book, you know that when we look at goals, January 1st, we're like, okay, I have a year to accomplish this. So, okay, I don't have to do anything big right now. And if you're like me, like I did with the paper that I was assigned in January at the beginning of my class, we had until the end, like to the last day of the class, we just turned the paper in on the last actual day of our class, and he gave it back on during our final. I completely forgot about the paper. Like, I forgot about it because we didn't talk about it. I started writing it like that night and then completely forgot about it. I remembered it like 2 months later at the beginning of March. But even then, I sat down to try to work on it, got a little bit more written. I think I had a total of like 2.5 pages done at that point. It had to be 15 pages. I forgot about it again until the week it was due when he finally mentioned it again. So if you're anything like me, you set these goals at the beginning of January and you're like, okay, I've got 12 months. So that's plenty of time. And then you forget about it. Or you start piling more stuff on top of that, and then suddenly it's November and you're like, whoa, I didn't accomplish anything towards this goal. That's not an issue if you're going with a 4-month plan or even a 3-month plan. I mean, we know 3 months is the quarter. So I love this planner. It's called the Daily Grind Planner. Check it out on Instagram if you want to, but it's literally 4 months. And she breaks it down. Let me see if I can. I don't think I have any more monthly pages. Nope. No more monthly pages. But at the beginning, she gives you the 4-month plan. And there's another one. Let me find it. At the end, like, this is where you are. Well, this would be where I'm at the end of the year, but the one at the beginning is for where you're at when you start this. Then you get this sheet, which is literally your 4 months. And down here, you put your top 10 goals for each month. Now, as you go throughout the month, she gives you the monthly overview. So like what you plan to do for that month. And you can also use that to track, like as a habit tracker. And yes, this is a bullet journal type of thing because it's on diary paper. And again, habit tracking is definitely a bullet journal hack. But then you also, this is what I love, you get the daily pages. And this is literally what it looks like. And I use this every single day. And she recently did a series throughout October explaining how to use certain parts of the journal, which I loved because I didn't understand the habit tracking part. Like, I'm like, okay, but I worked on all of this today, so what do I track? I now understand that more. I also understand that the daily grind is actually your top 3 movers for that day. So that's what you focus on. And so now that is literally where I put my focus first. So for example, today, my top 3 were to film 2 YouTube videos. This is number 1. And then the next thing is to actually publish my post on Instagram. And then I have a training that I really need to get to, and I've been procrastinating. So that's the 3rd one. I have gone through everything, like from workouts to certain amount of weight loss to trainings to learning a new, well, actually it's not necessarily new for me, but learning another language. I took Italian in college and I only got as far as 103. So I'm going back and refreshing, or rather I did refresh my memory, and then I'm progressing forward. It's gotten a lot harder because there is no like thing on Rosetta Stone where I'm at. Like, I'm over halfway through the course, I believe. No, I'm not. I'm on unit 9. There's 20 units. But I'm far enough in where they figure I don't need to be able to see the English translation. So I'm kind of having to put it together myself, which is totally fine. Like, I think I learn better that way, and I'm noticing that I have learned a lot more than I thought. So that's good. But that is kind of where I'm at right now. So I can show you planning hacks, organizational hacks, like as far as organizing your day. We could go through some fitness stuff, nutrition stuff, recipes. What else? I actually made notes in here. That's what I love. There are blank pages in here too that you can use. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend I have it all together, because I definitely do not. But the other thing, there's one other thing, I think there was only one other thing. And of course, now that I'm looking for it, I can't find it. But let's see. Organization, recipes, fitness. I don't remember what the last one is, but if I'm able to, like, I need to get reacquainted with YouTube, but if I can, I will drop a poll and then just click what you'd rather see. And I'll also, because I know how I am when clicking a poll, I usually pick at least 2 options and can't hit but 1. So what I'll do is, if I'm able, I'll put like A, B, C, A and B, B and C, A and C. Like, I'll give you those options. But first I got to figure out YouTube as a whole. So wish me luck on that. But yeah, I really, it's going to bug me. Okay, here we go. So bullet journaling hacks, or organizational hacks, program reviews from the fitness programs I've done and the nutritional programs I've done, as well as like how I actually plan out my month, week, days. Oh, and then of course nutrition tips, as well as recipes. I don't know why I keep forgetting that word. But yes, I will drop the poll and you let me know what you actually, let me see what I can do. Because if I can get them all on a poll, I'll do a poll. And if not, then I'll figure out something else. But I want your feedback because I really want to do like a series. And I want to do like a different series every 3 months. So every quarter. And from there, you know, if there's something specific you ever want to see from me, let me know and I will do my best to accommodate you. Again, still getting used to using YouTube. It's a little weird to me, but this is something I really want to get better at because I really do. Like, I love being on YouTube. So I want to not only consume content, but I want to give content on anything that you find helpful. 4 of the things that I really love to talk about: PCOS and women's health as a whole, but especially fitness and nutrition. Let me just put this disclaimer out there. One size will never fit all when it comes to nutrition or to fitness. I used to hate cardio. I found certain types of cardio that I now like. 3 years ago, I wasn't going to do cardio. You weren't going to make me, and I wasn't going to do it. Except insanity. For some reason, his form of cardio was right up my alley. And I think it's because it was a lot of challenge. If you throw a challenge in anything, I'm in. Just especially if I'm challenging myself. And that's why my favorite program that I've ever done is still my favorite. Because I'm challenging myself every time I do it again. Okay, so PCOS, women's health, that type of thing. Fitness. Love fitness. Business support, as well as, you know, tips, tricks, what I found works for me. And then the 4th thing would be, again, organization. So all things bullet journaling, getting organized, maybe not necessarily staying organized because that's where I struggle. But again, I'll drop the poll. You tell me what you want to see, and hopefully there'll be an option to just add whatever you want to see. If not, just comment and I will make sure to pay attention to those. Okay? Well, hope this has been at least entertaining. And the second video will be posted shortly after this one, I hope.